Okay, we have everything picked up and put away in our little cubby hole here, which we were looking at this the other day, and this may be the original storage area for the ballroom, because the ballroom was up there. So that's kind of cool. They had a little area. And then this probably was a window or dormer right here. And then like that until all this was added. All this back stairways. Okay, so it went well. And it's now raining. But I've been up and down here so many times, I might as well go up one more time. Here's our anchor, extra support. We have to replace that slate there for right now. Okay, so there's where we're at. We have about 4 feet and we are to the top. Now I had to switch to a different roll of aluminum. I ran out of the one brand, so it's a slightly different white, but oh well, it'll be fine. It's the same thickness and stuff, and it's also coated the same way, so a little bit different texture. It's a smoother texture, whereas this is more of a wood grain texture. Okay, so we shouldn't get any water leaking. We could, but you know, 90% of it or 80% of this valley is complete, so very happy with that. Did notice once it started raining, it's been raining for about a half hour, but it hasn't been much. It seems to be getting a little harder now. But look at the slate over here compared to over here. So that's interesting. I don't know. The tree, before the tree fell, it went over top of all this, especially here. So I don't think it's from the tree. It didn't go over this as much. So I don't know if this slate is just a little, had some redder ore in it, which could be, because if you see some of them, they're greener, and then they have some of that other color there. So I don't know. I mean, it could be from the chimney, I suppose, but I just don't think that's it. Possibly. I mean, we're not using that chimney, so that would have been from 80 years ago or whenever they quit using it. I know that hasn't been used in a long time. And you can see whatever it is has been running off, and you see remnants on the Geico roofing there. So that's kind of cool. Did not really notice it until it got wet, which water does bring out the stone colors. Might have been just a bunch of them and they just happened to be using them when they're in this area. They had that different hue to them. Okay, so that's our scenic view, and we're getting wet, but we can take in the tree as much as possible. See, it's losing its leaves on top some, but down here, no sign of it. Okay, let's go down. The ladder's going to stay here and get wet, but it'll dry quick. And then we will, once we have a couple nice days in a row, we'll add another extension to the ladder, probably another anchor, and then we'll go up there and take the rest of that off. Okay, it's coming down harder now, so let's call it a day on this project here. We might do some cleanup inside now. There's always lots of cleanup to do. You can see how the water's running off the slate. So they're just held on. There are 2 nails. It's just the weight of the slate holding them on. There's a lot of weight. For the average house, I had calculated about 30 ton. I think that's what I had calculated. Or was it 30,000 pounds? I can't remember, something like that. But this is way above average size, so there'd be a lot more. You can imagine the weight here.